today. From Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. It's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and rock.
Two teams here playing for pride as the final week of the NFL season is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led at quarterback by the veteran from Tulane, Ryan Griffin.
And it'll be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterback shake-off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A yard brings up 2nd and 11. At the
on 2nd and 11 now. Griffin. That's complete to his running back, Perry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
12. First down, Falcons.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now a first carry for their fullback. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Mike Hughes brought him down. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Griffin. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Complete to
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Williams. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Taken down at the 19.
The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 19 carries, 85 yards. On 2nd and 7, Morgan.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. 3rd down here. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
At the 26-yard line.
Off of a play fake, here's Morgan. Going for the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Morgan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Play action with Morgan. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Morgan sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing from the gun is Morgan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Morgan has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. On the give, this is their fullback. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A gain of 5. 1st down, Atlanta.
The give to the fullback on the dive. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
He's across.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
Out of the gun, Griffin. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
And a Falcons 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
And now a carry here for their fullback. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Remains tied, 0-0.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick. But now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Morgan. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. And this one is incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6.
From the gun, it's Griffin. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Caleb Chason in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
42-yard line.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
43-yard line.
Morgan. Caught left side, Williams. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to number 48.
2nd and 8 coming up. We're scoreless after 1.
41-yard line.
Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd.
Morgan looks to throw it. Open man is Darius Fountain.
And the Buccaneers.
And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
The ball carrier.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 7.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets them up 1st and goal. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
They'll run it with Williams. And this time he is in.
Yes.
James Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. Well, I say they go get him.
third down.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48.
Take over first and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Operating from the gun, Morgan, and it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge, and it's going to bring up fourth down. Well, third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but it was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
They'll throw on first down with Griffin. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. 2 yards the loss, and now third and 12. Third down, Griffin, and he fires one, but incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Back now comes Tampa Bay. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now a dump off here complete, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Williams. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Ball carrier. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
from the 40 now on second down. Morgan, open man here is Conklin. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, Morgan. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now second and 6.
Operating from the gun. Morgan. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
That's another.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. From the gun, Morgan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Williams. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
So much for the best laid plans and best...
And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. From 6 yards away, and the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes...
You throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
To throw again on 2nd down. Griffin. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Griffin's back.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Everson Griffin in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the gun on 3rd down, Griffin got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From midfield now, here's Griffin. Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs.
Touchdown, Buccaneers.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Gay is on for the point after. And it is now 21-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
you feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins, we talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. Looking to throw again on second down. Griffin. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Their own 16-yard line.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
Greg Dortch on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
A gain of 2 brings up
Morgan now from the gun on third down. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Atlanta.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw it with Griffin. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Griffin. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Ryan Griffin sacked.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Tackled at the
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
This one complete into the hands of Darius Fountain.
first down. First and
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Morgan. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Morgan. And he comes back with one complete.
Morgan
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play. Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd and long. It's Griffin. And he finds a man on a crossing route.
Griffin's back.
And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side, you know? And in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. That's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Off the draw, here's Williams. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Throwing now is Morgan. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Throwing again on second down. Morgan. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up third down.
One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. On the ground, this is Williams. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Makes the score Buccaneers 24, Falcons nothing.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Number 47.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And the Falcon first down.
Throwing now, Griffin on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
To number 47. A gain of 2.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Griffin will throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The Falcons on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is third and 8. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Here's the fullback now. It's Keith Smith. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line.
The tackle made.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Griffin. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. On the return, Dortch. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Williams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Ball carrier.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
A gain of a yard on the play.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams.
Draw play to the running back.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. On 1st down, Griffin. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
Griffin.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
20-yard line. A gain of 4. It's
From the gun, Griffin. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Falcons.
Operating from the gun, Griffin. That's complete to his running back, Perry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. Now they nab the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
Throw left side complete. That's Perry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Throwing again, Griffin. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Griffin's pass.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Check 53 flight. Check 53.
Once again, Griffin. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
For Keyshawn Vaughn.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw again is Griffin. And that is incomplete.
Griffin's pass.
This one winding toward a conclusion. And how would you assess how the secondary is played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid. Still pitching a shutout. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
16-yard line.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 8. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Is good. Makes the score Buccaneers 29, Falcons nothing.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Griffin. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 47. That'll go as a loss of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Griffin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stopped us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Buccaneers, they do finish things out with a victory here in the final week, but the victories were few and far between as they'll end the year 5-11. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they're going to bottom out here to wrap up this very forgettable season at 2-14. And it's fair to say wholesale changes will be forthcoming in the very near future. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.